The chapter Knowing Our Numbers deals with number systems and basic operations. When it comes to comparing the numbers, it should not be difficult for us to figure out which number is greater than the other. For example, a three-digit number is greater than a two-digit number, and a two-digit number will be greater than a one-digit number. But what happens when two numbers have the same number of digits? In that case, we will compare the first digits of both the numbers. As in this case, 2 is greater than 1, so 214 is greater than 124. Now what if the first digits of both the numbers are same? In that case, we will compare the second digits of the numbers. In this case, the second digit 4 of the first number is greater than 1, which is the second digit of second number. So 241 is greater than 214. So to compare any number, we compare the digits in first place, then the second place, then the third place, and so on and so forth. So in this manner, any number, however big it might be, can be compared. Now, let's discuss place of these numbers with their values. Every digit in a number has a place value. Place value can be defined as the value represented by a digit in a number on the basis of its position in the number. Let's understand this with the help of an example. Let's look at the number 5462. It has 2 at ones place, 6 at tens place, 4 at hundreds place, and 5 at thousands place. So the number is called 5462. If we talk about values above thousands, we have to deal with two different types of numeration. One system of numeration gives us values like lakh and crore, while the other one gives us values like millions and billion. Now let's have a look at the international and Indian system of numeration. In case of Indian system of numeration, this is how number names go as per their place value. 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore, 10 crore, and 100 crore. Till 10,000, the number names for Indian and international system of numeration remain the same. Thereafter, 1 lakh is known as 100,000, 10 lakh is called 1 million, 1 crore is called 10 million, 10 crore is called 100 million, and 100 crore becomes 1 billion. Let's take up the place value chart now and start with Indian place values. Let the number be 976583241. As per the Indian numeration system, let's see different place values in this number. Starting from the left, the first place is ones, the second place is tens, the third place is 100, the fourth place is 1000, the fifth place is 10,000, sixth place is lakh, the seventh place is 10 lakh, the eighth place is crore, and the ninth place is 10 crore. As per the international numeration system, it is same from ones to 10,000. After 10,000, they have 100,000 instead of lakh, million instead of 10 lakh, 10 million instead of crore, and 100 million instead of 10 crore. So this is how the two numeration systems work. Commas help us in reading and writing large numbers. In the Indian numeration system, the first comma is placed after hundreds place, that is 3 digits from the right. Thereafter, the commas are placed after every 2 digits. In case of international numeration, The commas are placed after every 3 digits from the right. So this is how the number 465,98727 is read after placing commas as per Indian numeration system. 4,65,98,727, and as per international numeration 46,598,727. Let's now understand estimation. In maths, we stress on getting an exact answer, but in everyday life, sometimes what we need is an approximate value. This is where estimation comes into play. Estimation is finding a number that is close enough to the right answer. Estimation can save time when the calculation does not have to be exact. Let's take an example. You want to sow a row of plants. The row is 58.3 centimeters long. The plants should be 6 centimeters apart. How many plants do you need? 58.3 is nearly 60, and 60 divided by 6 is 10. So 10 plants should be enough. This is how estimation helps us. The most important concept for estimation is rounding off. Let us understand this. Suppose we go to a shop to buy a bottle of juice. We see that its cost is 79 rupees, but we find it convenient to pay 80 and move on. Or our teacher shares our marks in a test result. In case the marks obtained are 17.5, we usually declare it as 18. There is a basic rule for rounding off a number. Let's take up a number to understand this. 27 can be rounded off to 20 or 30. We observe that it is 7 numbers away from 20 and 3 numbers away from 30. As we see that 27 is closer to 30, we will round off 27 to 30. So, numbers like 21, 22, 23, 24 will be rounded off to 20, and numbers like 25, 26, 27, 28 and 29 will be rounded off to 30. Now, let's take a large number for rounding off. A number like 24768 can be rounded off at multiple levels. If we deal with tens place, 68 can be rounded off to 70, which makes the number 24,770. This is rounding off to the nearest tens. If we wish to round off the hundreds place, we can see that out of 700 and 800, 768 is closer to 800. So the rounding off makes it 24,800. This is rounding off to the nearest hundreds. If we wish to round off the thousands place, we can see that out of 24,000 and 25,000, 24,768 is closer to 25,000. So the rounding off makes it 25,000. This is rounding off to the nearest thousand. Similarly, a number like 5,784 can be rounded off to the nearest tens as 5,780, to the nearest hundreds place as 5,800, and to the nearest thousands place as 6,000. A number like 7,348 can be rounded off to nearest tens place as 7,350, the nearest hundreds place as 7,400, and to the nearest thousands place as 7,000. Now let's see how do we estimate a sum. Let's take two numbers to add, 12,976 and 3,380. With the help of what we have learned earlier, 12,976 can be rounded off to 13,000 and 3,380 can be rounded off to 3,000. Now, 13,000 and 3,000 are much easier to add. We get our estimated sum as 16,000. In the similar fashion, we can estimate the difference as well. Let's take two more numbers for this. 7,895 and 523. Rounding off 7,895 gives us 7,900, whereas rounding off 523 gives us 500. Now we can easily subtract 500 from 7,900, which gives us 7,400. Estimation with the help of rounding off helps us to find the product also. Multiplying numbers like 29 and 68 can be a little cumbersome. What happens when we round off? 29 becomes 30 and 68 becomes 70. It is now much easier and faster to multiply 30 and 70. We get our product as 210. One of the early systems of writing numerals is the system of Roman numerals. This system is still used in many places. These are the basic Roman numerals for the count 1 to 10 that we all are familiar with. The key symbols that make all the numerals are I for 1, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500, and M for 1000. Now let's understand some key rules while using Roman numeration. Rule number 1. When you repeat a symbol, its value gets added. For example, I represents 1. When we place two i's together, it becomes 2. X represents 10. When we place two x's together, it becomes 20. C represents 100. When we place two c's together, it becomes 200. But we have to be careful and see what can be doubled and what cannot be doubled. For example, repeating V, which represents 5. Can we write V twice and make a 10? No, that cannot be done because we already have a symbol for 10, which is X. Same is the case with L, which represents 50. Can we write L twice and make 100? No, because there is a symbol for 100, which is C. So you have to be very careful while repeating a symbol. Second rule is that we cannot repeat a symbol more than 3 times. For example, we can use the symbol I once to write 1, twice to write 2, and thrice to write 3, but we do not use it 4 times to write 4. Also, there are certain symbols which cannot be repeated more than 2 times. One such symbol is L. Using it 3 times to make 150 does not make sense because we can write 150 with the combination of C and L. Applying the same logic, V and D cannot be repeated more than 2 times. The third rule is that a symbol added on the left leads to its subtraction and symbol added on the right leads to its addition. If we have a 10 and add 1 to its left, 1 gets subtracted from 10 and the number becomes 9. If we add 1 to the right of 10, 1 gets added to 10 and the number becomes 11. There are 3 symbols that can never be put on the left for subtraction. These are V, L and D. Symbol I can be put only on the left of V and X for subtraction. Symbol X can be put only on the left of L, C and M for subtraction. Let's now apply some of these rules and make some Roman numbers. Let's take the first number as 78. The easiest way to write it in Roman form is to break it as 70 plus 8. Now, how do we write 70 in Roman numerals? We know that L represents 50 and X represents 10. So, LXX will make a 70. As V represents 5 and I represents 1, V, I will make an 8. Now just put them together and we see that L, X, X, V, I is 78. Let's take another number, 99. Break it into 90 plus 9. 90 is written as XC and 9 is written as IX. Putting them together as XCIX gives us 99. So this is how we convert any number into Roman number.